Mr. Speaker, the second issue that I want to address is the county resources that go to the county. And Mr. Speaker, this is where I want Kenyans to follow so carefully. Mr. Speaker, 2 years ago, it's now 2 years, 1 year ago, Mr. Speaker, this House engaged in a serious conversation about, Mr. Speaker, county allocation of revenue formula as to how we are going to share our resources among our 47 counties. That debate, Mr. Speaker, created a scene in this country that has never been witnessed insofar as this Senate is concerned. It created factions within this chamber, Mr. Speaker. It created drama about some senators being arrested, others being, Mr. Speaker, cajoled, others being, Mr. Speaker, bought. There was a whole kind of drama that took place in this chamber. And Mr. Speaker, eventually, Mr. Speaker, we came up with a very important formula whose guiding principle, Mr. Speaker, was a win-win, that no county should lose the resources that they were receiving by the time, Mr. Speaker, we were having this conversation. Mr. Speaker, it was at that point in time that a stalemate was broken by the executive promising that 370 billion was going to be given to counties to ensure that the formula that we had adopted will leave all counties, Mr. Speaker, at a stage where no county is going to lose resources. Mr. Speaker, after that, something called BBI came up. In this BBI, Mr. Speaker, the promise was 35% of of the revenue raised nationally was going to be given to county governments. Meaning, Mr. Speaker, this 370 billion in this financial year, with the projected revenue of 1.8 trillion, Mr. Speaker, being raised nationally, what we should be doing on the floor of this House, Mr. Speaker, is to divide the resources by giving county governments, Mr. Speaker, as promised by BBI report, 630 billion. 630 billion shillings. Mr. Speaker, what has been done by Senator Kibiru, a great proponent of BBI? What has been done by President Uhuru Kenyatta? He always laments. He has been lamenting up to today. Oh, you know, BBI was to give you more resources. I want to challenge President Uhuru Kenyatta. If you truly believe in BBI, 630 billion should go to counties this year, not tomorrow. Mr. Speaker, if BBI was not about politics, of just gerrymandering, and Mr. Speaker, trying to shepherd a particular individual to become the President of the Republic of Kenya, without going through proper auditing by the people of Kenya, let them, Mr. Speaker, show that BBI was about resources to the counties. Let them come here with a division of revenue bill next year, February, March, Mr. Speaker, that this House in April will pass a division of revenue bill that has 630 billion being given to three counties. If not, I would like to ask President Uhuru Kenyatta and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga and all those proponents of BBI to shut their mouths forever, Mr. Speaker, because they cannot speak on both sides of the mouth. On one hand, tell Kenyans that, oh, you know, BBI was about giving money to counties, and then come here and lie to the people of Kenya. And I want the people of Kenya to know that. Tell the people of Kenya, you are not going to get 1 shilling more than you got last year. Meaning, Mr. Speaker, this is Mr. Kibiru's report, Senator Kibiru's report. Mr. Speaker, who speaks on behalf of the President here, what does it say? It says counties' revenue will reduce from the 22% in this financial year. It will go to 17%, Mr. Speaker, of the revenue raised nationally. Mr. Speaker,
what's your point of order,
this
Senator?
Should really make us.
Order,
I
Senator.
wish I was not interrupted on this very important point.
It's not an interruption.
Mr. Speaker, the distinguished senator for Elgeyo Marakwet, in order to consistently and persistently refer to this as a Kibiru report, when in fact it's a report of the Committee of Finance, to which even yours truly here is a member, and is a serious critique of the BPS. It is not a Kibiru report.
Mr. Speaker, Senator Wetangula was in Parliament when Parliament passed what was called a Mwangale report, Mr. Speaker, or when they talk about
there's another point of order.
Omamo report. Doesn't mean, Mr. Speaker, there were no other members.
There's a point of order from Senator Kibiru.
Mr. Speaker, should be proud.
I am proud that Mukormen is best.
You don't have the
come to the table.
Yes, I don't deny that the president is a good man. But the point I want just to inform you, Senator Mukormen, is that we did not recommend 370. We have recommended 495 billion. It is the National Treasury that, and the CRIs and the government that recommended that. But we as a committee, we went by the law and we have said that 5% of the audited accounts of 2017-2018.
No, Mr. Speaker, that's exactly what I was saying. That in President Uhuru's government, he's proposing 370 billion. But Senator Kibiru, the right-hand man of President Uhuru Kenyatta, has brought a very serious critique of this report, saying that if we are going to go by 370 again, we will fall from the 22%, Mr. Speaker, we are at the moment, to 17%. And as we continue with the national debt and so forth, it looks like we're even going to go below the 15% required. And as Senator Kajwang captured so well, if the National Assembly had done its work to approve, Mr. Speaker, the audited accounts, and we use the audited accounts of this financial year, the same way BBI says, Mr. Speaker, if we were to use the audited accounts of this financial year, Mr. Speaker, assuming that the accounts will be audited on time, we'll be talking now of maybe 13%, Mr. Speaker, of the national revenue collected nationally going to counties. What am I trying to say? If I don't say anything today, Mr. Speaker, from this budget policy statement, I must say, Mr. Speaker, the deceit and the hypocrisy of the politics of BBI must be exposed in this chamber. And Mr. Speaker, the proponents and the preachers and the apostles and bishops of BBI, Mr. Speaker, must take responsibility for the lies they have given to the Republic, that they intended to change the constitution to increase revenue. If, Mr. Speaker, they are giving these people of Kenya not an extra 1 shilling to go to counties, they are saying we will allocate only 370 billion to counties. And this 370 billion is 17% of the revenue raised nationally using audited of accounts of 2017-2018. Which, Mr. Speaker, if you apply the audited accounts of this year, even if it's not audited, as BBI was proposing, Mr. Speaker, we are nowhere close to 15%. Ye preachers, Pharisees, Sadducees, Mr. Speaker, who have been lying to the people of Kenya, we want to tell them, come ye out. Mr. Speaker, come out. Come out and own up to your lies and politics of conmanship. And Mr. Speaker, as this chamber, when we reach, and I thank you, Mr. the party leader of Fort Kenya, a man we surely respect, Senator Wetangula, for really capturing this point of 490
There is another point of order.
That 490 billion is not enough.
Senator Kajwang. Yes. Mukormen, take your seat. You look like you want to fly or something.
Mr. Speaker, Senator Mukormen has consistently used the word liars. And members of this House cannot be accused of being liars. So I don't expect he was referring to members of this House. He could have been referring to people who are not here. Is it in order for him to accuse persons who are not here of dishonesty, knowing very well that they have no right to defend themselves?
Mr. Speaker, I am speaking about the Pharisees and Sadducees, Mr. Speaker. I don't know whether Senator Kajwang considers himself one of the Pharisees, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, they know themselves. They are not in this chamber. In a manner of conversation, I have said, anyone who has promised the people of Kenya that we were going to get 35% of national revenue to the counties, Mr. Speaker, lie to the people of Kenya.
Senator Kajwang, what is
If,
it?
Mr. Speaker...
There's another... Take your seat, Senator Mukormen.
He's making very good arguments, and I really like the line of his argument. But the consistent use of reference to liars, who is that liar? Is it William Ruto? Is it Raila Odinga? Is it Musalia Mudavadi? And Mr. Speaker, if that liar is not in this House, is it in order to accuse persons of lying, of dishonesty, and yet those people are not here and are incapable of defending themselves? What would have been easy for him is not to play around with Pharisees and Sadducees and just withdraw the liar bit. Because if the liars are in this House,
Senator Mukormen,
if the liars are in this House, then he needs to name them and substantiate. And if the liars are not in this house, then, Mr. Speaker, he cannot accuse people who are incapable of defending themselves. Perhaps he means William Ruto, maybe. But even if it was William Ruto, it is still not proper for him to call someone who's not in this house a liar without substantiation.
Mr. Speaker, the liars are, Senator Kajwang is right to suspect himself, Mr. Speaker, in this thing, and to passionately defend those who lie to the people of Kenya, that 35% was going to go to county.
Senator Mukormen,
But the point I'm trying to make, Mr. Speaker...
Use your time well, because you have other forums to say these things you are saying.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, so my point, if I don't make any other point, is to say, Mr. Speaker, if this budget policy statement is not going to lead us, and I thank you, Senator Kibiru, Senator Tangula, Senator Aaron Cheruiyot, and all the other members of the Finance Committee, Senator Mutula Kilonzo and others, who proposed 490 billion, 95 billion. Mr. Speaker, I will be urging them, we improve it to the BBI proponent standards, Mr. Speaker, to move it to 600 billion that will go to counties. And we want President Uhuru Kenyatta to sign it by June next year, that law, so that then we know he is a true believer of this BBI he has been talking about. Let him demonstrate. The Bible says, let your actions speak louder than your words. Mr. Speaker, speak using your words. Mr. Speaker, I saw the Speaker of the National Assembly the other day berating and accusing, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, this House and other people who are not in this House about how, Mr. Speaker, they frustrated devolution to have a lot of money. Let Speaker of National Assembly and members of National Assembly, particularly those who voted for BBI, there were very few of them who voted no. Let them now demonstrate that when we send their bill here, division of revenue bill here, even if it's 495, let them pass it. Because the greatest impediment for devolution has been the Speaker of the National Assembly. Mr. Speaker, I want to say this.
Mr.
Speaker, I withdraw. I know where you are going.
Yes,
I know where you are going. Mr. Speaker, I should not discuss the Speaker of the National Assembly.
Discuss this.
But Mr. Speaker, the presidential candidates of the DP party, Mr. Speaker, out there, was trying to accuse, Mr. Speaker, this House. This House has been a great defender, Mr. Speaker, of devolution in this House. And we want to tell DP and their presidential candidate, Mr. Speaker, to demonstrate elsewhere where they serve that, Mr. Speaker, they also believe in devolution the way we believe in devolution in this Senate.
You just say DP could be meaning the deputy president.
No, Democratic Party, Mr. Speaker, a very respectable party, which was led by the best president of the Republic, has degenerated nowadays, Mr. Speaker, to a one-man party. But the point I'm trying to make is that this, Mr. Speaker, devolution must be demonstrated through actions by people who, Mr. Speaker, sit in positions of power. The last thing I'd like to say, Mr. Speaker, is that this budget policy statement, Mr. Speaker, lastly, is the question of conditional grants. Mr. Speaker, the legal framework, I am glad the committee captured this very important fact that, Mr. Speaker, despite the fact that there is a court ruling of 2016 that gave clear ways, Mr. Speaker, of implementation of Article 190 of the Constitution, county governments have never benefited from grants, Mr. Speaker, from national level. Like Senator Kajwang captured, we would like to see these grants, Mr. Speaker, conditional grants, going to our counties and our county governments having responsibility, having signed the agreements with the national government on the question of the resources. The last thing, Mr. Speaker, it is shocking. If you go to page 11 of the moving notes of the chair, you will find, Mr. Speaker, the outstanding guaranteed debt of state enterprises, which stands at 157 billion. Of the 157 billion, Mr. Speaker, only one company, Kenya Airways, has, Mr. Speaker, has been guaranteed by the national government 80 billion, exposing the people of Kenya to this level of debt, Mr. Speaker, for a company that cannot explain exactly what they are doing with this money, Mr. Speaker. It's still down. It has 80 billion, Mr. Speaker, which has borrowed. We don't know who owns the planes. A lot of reports have been done by National Assembly and this House about Kenya Airways. Mr. Speaker, the Kenya Airways remains one of the national, Mr. Speaker, assets that we must, Mr. Speaker, re-audit and to understand who are the beneficiaries of this 80 billion borrowed, Mr. Speaker. Who are these individuals? And I like what Senator Kajwang said. The same way, Senator Kajwang, you say that we don't want the projects that terminate in somebody's land. Mr. Speaker, and I didn't ask you who is that person. It's the same way, Mr. Speaker, I want to say we do not want also, Mr. Speaker, debts of 80 billion. That, Mr. Speaker, if you investigate, the beneficiary is just one individual and his own personal companies and the resources they are going to get. This country must become serious. And Mr. Speaker, after next elections, I pray that some of us who will still come here will become even more serious in auditing these companies, especially when those people will no longer be in positions of power to protect themselves, Mr. Speaker, and to loot public resources. Especially with this hypocrisy, they have always talked about corruption. We want to tell them after August next year, let's meet in this chamber and investigate these programs when you are not holding the sword of power, and we find out exactly how much of these resources have been looted for individual gain. Mr. Speaker, I really support this report. I congratulate the committee. This is the right reason why we came here. I'm glad, Mr. Speaker, you did not cut time so that all of us can give our points, Mr. Speaker, and I believe we should support the 495 billion, but I pray that we increase another 100 billion, Mr. Speaker, 200 billion to get it to 630 billion, Mr. Speaker, in line with what the Pharisees in BBI had proposed. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.